See if anybody joins in. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. Hello? Excuse me. Yeah, 2.0. So yeah, my phone was like, I don't know, man, my phone was like, yeah, we're not going to do this. Yeah, my phone like checked out. What does he say, Rob? Put on the aluminum foil helmet. Helps with the signal. Yeah, man, I have no idea how. I've never had that happen. Maybe that's a sign for me to upgrade my phone. So while I was messing around with the phone, I took the plastic off the G-Shock 2100 here, and that's actually pretty slick. I'm digging that. That might be kind of fun. I was always not really wanting to mess with these, so I just never did, but I get it. Like, I understand why people mess with these. They're pretty fun. So, Islander Monster and this, yeah, do that. I mean, I still have to put the screws back in and then figure out how to mount the, not sure. I might be missing some parts. I'm not sure. I don't know if you just use spring bar in this thing. Or is there like, there's got to be some sort of screw or something for that. I think I'm missing some parts. I think Terry sent me almost everything, but I think I'm missing some parts. So I might have to order like a full kit because I'm definitely missing. There's got to be some sort of bar or something that goes through this and holds that in. Oh, that doesn't. Is that how that fits? That doesn't fit that great, does it? Oh well, I'll look at my options though. So I might be missing some parts, like I said. All right, where are we at here? Yeah, it is cool. It is definitely cool. Might be more fun to mod this than it would be to do the G-Shock Square. And Hilo says paperclip. I'm supposed to put a paperclip in there? That can't be right, is it? So, I think it's more fun to mod these because these aren't available in metal yet. So, I'll toy around with that idea a little bit more. What are the watches? Yeah, so the, how do you say it? Solos? I don't even know how to say it. This thing is tricky to video or camera. I might have to try it in natural light because the dial is just insane. Igor, what about the diving armor Naval? I did the review. It's recorded, but I've already sent the watch off. It's headed over to Dane over at the Celine Driver channel. So he will be doing a video on that. And but I have a bunch of those, so I'm doing their backlog. Thankfully, they've been backlogged because honestly, guys, I haven't made a video, like a watch video, except for a few here and there. I haven't made a bunch of watch videos like I was for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I've been seriously neglecting the channel, and I need to get back at it, just trying to get some stuff straight. So yeah, check out the mini rotor though, or micro rotor, whatever you want to call them. That is cool. That is super cool. Kevin's checking in. Yeah, the dial's really cool on this. A little hard to read in some lights, but still cool nonetheless. Yeah, I won't. I'll before I send this to whoever's next or whatever, I'll double check with people. But it's cool, but it feels a little fragile though, if I'm honest. So it's coming out with more dials. Okay. George says, "Hey Rob, thoughts on 36 millimeter watch on a 7.5 inch wrist? Example, the MSA." I like the larger watches. I have a 7.25, and I love the 42 by 50s. So I'm probably the wrong guy to ask. I think do what works for you. Like if you want 36 mil on your 7.5 inch wrist, then go for it. It's your wrist. It's your money. Go for it. If I had a 7.5 inch wrist, I'd be wearing even probably bigger watches than I wear now. I like to kind of fill that real estate. Price on the Solos, I really don't know. I have no clue. Most of these watches, honestly, guys, I don't have off the cuff information on them. So, Steve's asking if Mike is like 8 foot tall. Get this. So my brother-in-law has an 8.5 inch wrist, and he is, I think he's about 6'6" or something like that. But there's guys out there with huge wrists, man. That's just the way it works. So Jerry had his full loomed Islander monster sent over. This thing is really cool. I'm excited to. I'm actually really impressed with this. I'm way more impressed with the Islander version of the monster than I am the Hamdaller. Is that on backwards? I think the bracelet's on backwards. It's closer to the monster. So, what else do we have? Yeah, see, there's some big wristed guys out there, man. You guys can rock larger watches. G-Shocks look normal. What else do we have? I have Jeffrey McMahon's, another Citizen Eco Drive satellite wave with a aftermarket bracelet on it. This thing's really cool. I'm actually digging this bracelet way more than I thought. This is the first time trying one. I was always hesitant on getting one, but I might actually try one on some other watches. But yeah, this thing is a cool watch for the money, especially. So I have that. What else do we have? Just all these watches basically I just opened today. Yeah, Clayton, he's selling another one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So the new Notice Retrospect, I think this is the 3rd generation, and they upsized it. Let me see if I can get some measurements on it. The bezel sits out from the case a little bit, but so 41 there. So I think so about 40.5 on the case, 41-ish on the bezel. So it's a little bit bigger, I think. Lug to lug, like 48. It's just a little bit bigger, but it's a nice upgrade. I think they oversized the crown too. Yeah, 7.5 millimeter crown. So I liked the previous generation of the Notice Retrospect. I like this one even more. It just, like, again, like I was just talking about the real estate on my wrist. Here it is next to the Seamaster. It's just closer to what I enjoy for the size of the watch. So obviously the plastic is still on it, and it's not sized or anything, but I can pop it on wrist real quick. Give you some sense of potentially. There it is on my 7 1/4. I'm really digging this new Retrospect. I think it's a perfect size for a lot of guys like me, I think. So what else do we have here? Let's do this Glycine Airman. And again, I think this is this might be, I don't know if this is a 42 or a 44. This might be a 44. Yeah, so this is a 44 Glycine Airman in bronze with a little bit of tarnish on it. Very warm look. Excellent warm brown dial to it with some gilding on it. Almost bronze looking hands, really, not gold. Let's pop this on wrist. Yeah, it does. Nefarian, you're right. It does look historical. 44. I went with the 42 when I did mine, but I could do the 44. No problem. It's really not that much of a stretch going from the 42 to the 44 with these glycines because they're so thin, and then the lugs just kind of wrap over. That is just really warm looking. I like that. But yeah, for all you guys with like 7.5 inch wrist, check out the 44s or maybe even the 46s of the Glycine Airman. They would work awesome on your wrist. Check this one out. I think this is a bronze case. It's hard for me to tell because there's like almost no tarnish on it. But I think this is a Namoki's aftermarket case. in a custom build, and a very good one at that. So this one's really cool, and matching hardware on that. I don't know how we. Oh, it's a San Martin strap. That's a cool build. That's a mod. If I can put it like that so people can see it. And then I have the, I believe it's called Roebuck, the Scuba. This is, a lot of people want pink. I mean, it looks pink. So I think that's a safe bet, pink. Very cool watch. Goes right into a nice rubber strap, nice clasp system, cool case back. I have no idea what the price point is on these, but this is a nice watch. Sapphire bezel insert, sandwich dial, should have some killer lume. The balances on the backside of the hands, that's interesting. Usually don't see that stick out past like that very often. So yeah, almost Zelos like hands, similar. Here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Carlos says he's wearing his, what did he say? Carlos says he's wearing his G-Shocks a lot more. So happy I didn't get rid of them. I just got, again, the GD100, and it's a beast. Got a small 6 3/4 inch wrist too. So cool. Has anyone else seen the new Hamilton khaki navy scuba diver? I have not checked that one out, Holden. I think it's cool. Way too big for me. And Afarian says that one's too big. Let's see. Speaking of Citizen, we had ProMaster, like the Roebuck. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I got on the table today. I did get my, you guys seen the unboxing of the NASA G-Shock, so I'll be doing a video on that. I got to really start cranking out videos again because I have more watches even coming in. Brent, if the video's blurry, it is coming in 720, or at least it should. So if it's blurry, you might have to like close it out and then just log back in, or maybe it's on my end because my phone glitched earlier. I don't know. If it's super bad, you guys, I can just end the live and we can continue next Monday. It's not a big deal. Yeah, Mark, I'm with you. The Roebuck blue and orange looks awesome. I think the Roebuck blue and orange would be my pick. This one's fun. It's cool. So it's hard to, everyone's going to have their own personal taste, but you definitely are not going to see a bunch of other watches in this colorway with like the dove gray with like the radiant pink where it's, you know, nice and light, and then it gets kind of brighter on the outside there. So pretty slick. Pretty slick. Cool. Thanks for the update, guys. Video quality seems okay. So yeah, I don't have a ton of watches in right now, to be honest with you. This is like my current batch that I need to video. Justin EDC is wearing the orange Monster. That's awesome. That's the Monster he just won. I shipped it to him too, and he's really enjoying it. He's digging it. So I'll probably do a state of the collection video soon too. Oh, the Michigan meet for, I don't know who's in Michigan. If anybody's watching right now in the live stream, if you're in Michigan, I am doing a Michigan meetup in southeast Michigan area, like around Troy. I think we're going to meet at the mall there, and that's this Saturday. So it's mostly just for Discord members, but you can hit me up. Stefan, you're from Michigan or you're in Michigan? So yeah, if you're down in southeast, yeah, Somerset, that's where we're going. So I'll be down there. You guys can try to hit me up or something. I do, Casey, I do like the Monster, the Islander Monster. Oh, Stefan, you're in Warren, so yeah, you could meet up with us if you wanted to. So here it is, next to the Monster. Yeah, Mark did a really good job. And actually, you know what? Let me go grab something. Let me grab something real quick because it just kind of made me think of something. Because so that Islander has a full lume bezel. So a while ago, I did a full lume bezel on my son's Monster, and no, it's a little different. See, they did the triangle different. This was an aftermarket one. I forget who made it. but it looks similar, but the printing's different, you know, especially on the triangle. And then they did the dots all the way around like the OEM one. This one doesn't have that, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll put the old. I might have to wear this again. I haven't worn this one in a long time. Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow. Let's see, Damasco. I offered this up for sale to some buddies today. And every time I do that and then I get back and I kind of hold it and I check it out again, I'm like, I should probably keep this. This is a really cool watch. But I need to like make sure I wear the watches I have. So it's hard to balance all that out. All right, where are we at here? That's a nice one. Dane's probably talking about Zelos. Got to show you guys the Seiko SBDY 063 Manta King turtle I just got. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Clayton listed his Damasco and took it back down. They're too cool and they kind of last forever, really. I don't know. They're just so well built. I wore the Seamaster all day today at work. It even did some wrenching with it and everything. Just turned my carry down a little bit. I think I'm going to own this watch. Side story, because we're talking about this. Starlight, has anyone thought about renting watches? I pretty much rent watches from Breitling. Not mine. The Navitimer's going back. Dane says, is 5 years old and a microbrand considered vintage? Sure, why not, Dane? I mean, we have to put a number. It has to be a different number, right? Because they don't. A lot of them don't survive that long, and then they cycle through so quick. So that's interesting. So back to my quick story. So I bought this watch over a year ago, I think, or about a year ago. I can't remember. So, and I've been wearing it more and more now to the point where it's probably going to start getting scratched up, and I'm going to embrace it. I'm just going to let it get scratched up. You hate that? Just, I don't know. I like it. It's part of its character. So, here's, I gotta say something. For the people that say they don't like the helium escape valve on the Seamaster 300, you don't like the Seamaster 300. It's not that you don't like the helium escape valve. You don't like this watch because that's part of this watch. So I think everyone needs to probably stop complaining about that and just realize that they don't like the Seamaster 300. It's not your watch. So I put a deposit down on the new blue bezel with the blued hands and everything, the Tokyo one. And I'm canceling my pre-order. I thought about it. I slept on it a bunch of nights. I thought about it more. And so, Mark, that's what I'm talking about right now. I actually had a deposit down on one. I had already secured one, and I was going to do it. And I actually got a pretty dang good deal on it, too. And I'm keeping this one. This was my first white dial one. This is my first. I like the white and the black more. And I did see some realistic pictures and everything. I think the blued hands look amazing and everything. And I know it could coexist with my Breitling. But I like the white and the black and then the white and the blue. So, I wasn't going to keep the white and the black and the white and the blue. So one of them we're going to have to go. And initially I was like, well, I'll just sell the white and black one. So, but I thought about it a lot more, and I'm sticking with what I have, essentially is what I'm saying. So I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to move on. And honestly, I am, this is going to be shocking, and I'll probably do a separate video on this, but I don't know that I'm going to be buying many watches this year. I need to just focus on wearing and enjoying what I already have, because I put a lot of thought and hard work into the watches that I have, and I want to wear them. And by adding any more, then, hey, Detroit Spartan's checking in. By adding any more watches, then I'm taking away that wrist time from the watches that I really want to wear. So I want to wear the Aquaterra more. I want to wear this more. I want to wear the Breitling more. And then, of course, the Breitling Select watches when those come in. Maybe the Damasco. Maybe it ends up getting flipped. Who knows? And then, of course, I have the G-Shock Bling Master. I have the Titanium Stealth Wealth. And then, yeah, Jerry, but how many watches will Random Rob buy? That is a different story. That is my that's my little ace in the hole there, if you will. So yeah, certainly I'll be buying watches for the channel, but they'll just come and go. I mean, for example, I bought this watch. This is already going to go out on my Discord group for a tour. So, that's just going to go away. Even the NASA Square, Dane's already probably going to swoop that up. So things like that are just going to go. But my primary collection, I'm going to try to wear them more and enjoy them more. Yeah, David, I'm not flipping this one. I like I said, I canceled my Tokyo pre-order, and I'm just gonna Dane is gonna swoop that up. I just need to do the video on it, and then we'll work that out. Watchwit says he's still working up his way to letting go. Mark says, Rob not buying any watches? Question mark. What about the watch museum? Oh, the watch library? Yeah, I gave that up a long time ago. Don't believe everything I say. That is for sure. Like even me saying I'm not going to buy any watches for the rest of the year. Don't believe that. There's no way that's true. Obviously, I'm going to buy more watches. That's just where I'm at mentally right now. Joe, no, checking in. Yeah, obviously you didn't read the header, right? I'm waiting to hear back on the pot OP, and then a lot of my stuff needs to go. So if Nefarian, if he locks down on that, you guys are calling it the pot dial. It's the palm froms. So if you get that, then you're going to be selling, yeah. Yes. Who made the micro rotor watch? Missed who made it. It's Solos. It's S-O... I don't know how to pronounce this stuff, guys. It's S-O-L-A-S. But it's got those squiggly marks up top of them or whatever they are, so that changes the way you say the word. So I don't know. It's Irish. Jack thinks there should be a giveaway. There will be a giveaway this Saturday when I go to the watch meetup. Omega on the block. No. The Omega's on the wrist, and then the Aquaterra is sitting standby. I keep wearing this more and more too on this strap. It's super comfortable. I love the large display case back. It's just, yeah, Detroit Spartan. You were supposed to reach out to me, remember? There's a watch meetup this Saturday. You got to hit us up, man. Hope you'll show up. We'd love to have you there. Is someone going to go live at the watch meetup? Rock the Watch says, I don't. Yeah, Detroit, hit me up on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Hit me up on Instagram. Flavio's checking in from Brazil. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Back to Rock the Watch. Matt. I don't anticipate. So usually when I do meetups, I already follow you, Detroit Spartan Motor City Watch on Instagram, and I think you follow me. So all you gotta do is send me a message. So I don't even know that I'll do a video, honestly, when I do the meetup. I might take I don't even know if I'll do pictures. I kind of, when I'm around other people, my phone usually stays in my pocket and my attention stays on the conversation. I try not to get sidetracked. I like to just enjoy the company. And honestly, I'm going to probably treat that whole day in that fashion. Right, Dane, exactly. I didn't do a video when I met up with you. I didn't do a video when I met up with Tennessee Mike. Yeah, it's just that just seems, it's definitely not important. Yeah. And I could have, right. I had opportunity. I had an environment that, like, because that's exactly where you record and everything. So, I met up with Craig and Heidi. The last time I met up with Craig and Heidi, I videoed actually, and then I met up with Craig again and videoed. So, but that was a little bit different setup. Holden's asking, how do I, Neil, can I teach that to my kids? No, I cannot, because my kids, well, they're getting better at it. Holden says, how do you set up your camera for this video? I could do an updated. No, Matt's not. Bruce is not going to be there. Bruce actually is like in Pennsylvania. He's doing a meetup over in Pennsylvania, I think, right now. So my phone is. I have an adapter hooked into a Rode microphone, and then it's just on this like mini tripod thing. So thank you, Detroit Spartan. I will respond. Let's see. Have you heard about IWC father-son watches? No, I have not. Wilson says Bruce is still in the air as we speak. He has to have landed by now. Let's see. NYC, my bad, Bruce. Oh, he's in NYC. Okay. So he's working his way over to Pennsylvania, I guess. I guess if he had to jump flight, it probably takes a little while. You should go strap to your head for the meetups, future ones. No. Honestly, you got to be careful too, because not everybody wants to be on camera. So I'll respect their privacy and wishes. And then there's going to be a bunch of watches there. Not everybody wants people all up in their watch business. Dane and I talked about that a little bit when I met up with him. His collection is, it's his collection, and not everything is exposed to everybody. To a certain extent, I think I'm pretty much an open book. I don't know if I have any hidden watches from you guys. IWC sells them as a set. Oh, okay. So IWC does, that's really cool. That's very cool, Scott. I'll have to look into that because, well, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but Michael says, what is Mimo's site? Mimo's Jewelry. Yeah, it's Mimo. If you just Google Mimo's Jewelry, actually, if you go back and watch one of my, pretty much if you go watch one of my old Hamilton videos and then just go to the description, there'll be a link to his website in there. Should be, most of the Hamilton ones have came from Mimo and Alpina maybe, so any of those. Yeah. Hide the Invictus. Yeah, so this is the Roebuck Scuba. So pretty cool watch, pretty cool. I wish there was a little more aggressive knurling on the bezel. The bezels doesn't have much traction or little traction at all. Dane has his main watch collection, and then he has a whole separate room that is even better lit, and then all of the watches are on display watch winders. It's pretty elaborate, and those are all like precious metal Invictas. He has like a whole side room of just precious metal Invictas. So don't let Dane fool you. He has an amazing precious metal Invicta collection. It is probably one of the best ones in the country. He doesn't. I'm just kidding. He doesn't. They're just regular Invictas. They don't have precious metal. Let's see. That doesn't count anymore, right? Stop. Dane says stop. All right, Dane, I'm going to stop. Which watches should I bring if I can make it? I don't know. I'm pretty much bringing all of mine. Somebody could really make out pretty good if they just pretty much robbed me, I guess. But I'll be ready. Don't be mistaken. I won't go down without a fight. Dane, what reputation? Here you are. Yeah, Dane, you're worried about something that doesn't matter. Put all of them in the Brinks truck. Yeah. Yep. Load them up in the Brinks truck. I don't know. Just bring, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, I don't know what everyone else is going to want to see. Like everyone else is going to want to see like the the really cool watches, right? So if you're gonna ask me, Detroit Spartan, which watches you should bring, I think you should bring like the deep tracks. You know how like people are like are big into like a popular band that made a couple of big hits, and everyone's just that's all they know of that band is the big hits. But there's like the true fans that like all of their catalog and they like the deep tracks. I think you should bring the deep track watches, the watches that other people just kind of like gloss over. Those are the watches I want to see. So if you have some of those in your collection, bring those. And it doesn't matter how much they cost. It could be expensive. It could be cheap. So it doesn't matter. It's the watch that matters, not the price of the watch. Yeah, this is the full loomed dial. Very cool. Well done. And maybe, listen, maybe Mark over at Long Island Watches. I'm not. I'm going to jab at him a little bit. Maybe he would have done a full loom dial or a white dial in his watch lineup anyway. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of credit in saying that that was kind of like me nudging him that way. And it really worked. So I think he's going with it. So see, Craig wants to see the rollies. You know what I mean? Don't bring the rollies. Bring the deep tracks. Let's see. I took apart all of my Invicta watches just to get the Value 7750 out of them. See, you can harvest the movement. No kidding, right? You can harvest the movement. There's always value in these watches at some level, even if it's just a tool for learning. Because I have some watches that are like dead, and I'll probably just take them apart and play with them, and they end up getting destroyed. They get destroyed. Let's see. David Lee says, if you could only bring a 3-watch roll and one on the wrist, what would you take? To a meetup, a 3-watch roll? Probably, I don't know, man. It depends on what mood I'm in, but my collection is pretty small right now. So, and if I'm going to a watch meetup, right, I'm not doing anything else. So I would probably bring these 3 and my Orange Monster. These are my heavy hitters. These are my expensive watches. And not that I care about that. It's not that they're expensive watches that I like them. It's I actually like these watches. Clayton wants to see this Citizen. It might be a little big for you, Clayton. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll definitely take the Orange Monster. The problem with me taking the Orange Monster is I don't like anybody else touching it. No, I would wear one of these, and I'd probably have the Orange Monster in the roll. Wait, mine Citizen. What Citizen? Oh, I forgot. I forgot I have that Citizen. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, my Hyper Aqualand. Yeah. Hey, Bobby Legs is checking in. Man, I wore this thing for like 3 days last week. I still freaking love this watch. This is so cool. All right, where was I at here? Yeah, I like it. And what solidified it, obviously you guys have been around a while. You guys know the story. So, but I'll refresh it real quick. So, I don't remember what year it was. A few years ago, I was doing a pretty big family vacation, and we were down in Marathon Key, and we were staying on Marathon Key, and the hotel there, whatever, I think it was a Holiday Inn or something. And there's a lot of people stay there to go fishing, and it seemed like everybody there, as I'm walking around in the elevator and the hallways and everything like that, they were all wearing like Rolex Submariners essentially, or some variant of. And so I was just like, well, that's great. I guess everyone's got money or something. But when I was down getting breakfast one day, yeah, it does have a depth gauge. So when I was down getting breakfast, I'm eating by myself because my family likes to sleep and I like to get up early. And I was I was watch spotting, and a guy across a table over was wearing this watch, not this watch, but this style of watch, the Citizen Hyper Aqualand. And I couldn't tell what the heck it was, but I just knew it was two tone, right? It was the gold and the silver. So I finally said, screw it, I got to go ask him. So I went over to the table. I'm like, hey, sorry to bother you. I like your watch. Is there any way you could tell me what it is? So he's like, yeah, no problem. So he showed it to me, and I instantly went back. I'm like, hey, thanks, appreciate it. And I went back and I just started looking for one. And it took me about a year before I found an example that it met my criteria. Full kit, it was clean enough and stuff. It's got some wear now because I've been wearing it. But and I just love it. I connected with it right then and there just because of the circumstances. And now every time I wear it, I think of that vacation. I think of, and it wasn't even a watch that I wore there because I was wearing my Orange Monster. But this watch, even though I picked it up a year after the vacation, reminds me of that vacation and that circumstance and that scenario and everything. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, you can cycle through the mode button here, and it has dive information. I don't know how all this works, guys, but you can log it. It says right here the max depth of this watch has been is 230 feet. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's pretty dang deep, really. If you ask some divers, that's pretty deep. So there's that. And then there's alarms, and then this is, it says Monday and then the time and stuff. Yep. So pretty much I just run it like that. Pretty fun watch. Always do watch spotting when you guys are out and about. You might see some watches there's so many watches, guys. Oh, but when I did pick that up, or when I was showing it to my old group that I was talking to in the chat, they, a couple of them said, they had to be honest with me. They were like, I gotta be honest with you, Rob, that is the ugliest watch I've ever seen. So that solidified it. Like, I think I bought one like that night. I was just like, hey, William Rizzo's here. So I was just talking about this watch and Marathon Key and everything. So yeah, that solidified me. I'm like, okay, those guys hate it, then I love it even more. So I definitely picked one up. That's cool. Clayton saw a Monaco in the wild the other day. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to see more and more watches in the wild. Yeah, a lot of Apple Watch people out there for sure. Wow, Colin spotted a Serica. Man, I spotted a microband a while ago. I don't remember where I was at. I don't even remember what microbrand it was. Shoot, I cannot remember. But I spotted a microbrand out in the wild, and I was like, that is wild. So, let's see. Hopefully soon, as soon as they start shipping too, just another update, the microbrands in TC, I think it was TC. Let me think. It was I want to say it was a titanium watch. No, it wasn't in Traverse City. It was on one of my trips somewhere, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what the heck it was. I think it was titanium and it was a micro, but I can't remember what the heck it was. So, G-Shocks. I am going to be buying more G-Shocks this year, 100%. And one of them is as soon as John from Watch Gauge gets in the, I don't know what color we're calling it, the rainbow, or it's not really a rainbow. It's the multicolor new square with the crazy new titanium complex, whatever they're doing. I put my name on one. I'm going to pick it up. So as soon as that starts shipping, I'll have that in. And I'm thinking I'm going to like it quite a bit. If not, I can always flip it, but I'm thinking I'm going to like it a lot. Squares don't count. Well, they kind of count when they're like $1,000. They kind of count. That's a lot of money. CFZ says, hey, Rob, I'm a longtime viewer of the channel. Just wanted to congratulate you on the 50K. Thank you very much. And it's awesome that you celebrated that with an Orange Monster giveaway. It couldn't be more appropriate. I agree. And I hope to do more giveaways in the future, even though it was mixed signals. It was coming out on Flipper soon after. Maybe. Best for Zelos. If you can find one, get a Mako 3. Just go get a Zelos Mako 3. It doesn't matter what colorway like that. I think that'll be a good one to start off with, and you'll understand what the brand is all about and how good they are. Some of the, depending on your wrist size, you know, a nice swordfish. I think the Mako and the swordfish are probably are two of the best ones for me. I'm wearing the Zelos Titanium Swordfish. Yeah, William, that is such a good, that is an awesome watch. 100% recommend the Swordfish, whether it's the stainless steel or the titanium, and then certainly the Zelos Mako. And there's going to be another Mako coming out before too long, and I can't really talk too much on it because I don't know how many details are out there. Let's see. Yeah, Dane agrees. Mr. Zelos agrees. Or one of the Horizons. The Horizons are cool, but I think if a first one, I don't know if a Horizons is a. A Horizon would be good too. I personally think Mako, but Slicey Dicey, that's awesome. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it very much. The monster giveaway was great, and thanks for helping me sell a couple watches on the Discord. Yeah, no problem. Oh, okay, so Dane, the details are out essentially. The Mako, there's going to be a titanium Mako coming out, and I've talked to Elshin a little bit. Hopefully, we'll see. I need to talk to him again, but there might be a colorway for Random Rob potentially in the titanium Mako. So that is kind of, I guess, I don't know if it's necessarily in the down low, but it's a hope. I hope it'll happen. As is there's a new Borealis coming out. That'll be a Random Rob edition. I think Wilson is right. I'm gonna shoot for an orange dial Mako. And the reason I wanted to do the orange dial Mako, I need to talk to Elshin again before I talk too much but whatever, I already said it. So Elshin is not a fan of orange dial. So he is never gonna make an orange dial watch. So I asked if he could do one and label it under me and do a small run, and then I would sell it within the Discord group. And he's like, yeah, we could probably do that. So I think Elshin and I need to talk a little bit more on that. But essentially, it's going to be a titanium, Zelos, Mako, orange dial. Yeah, no, that's a bit of a stretch, Dane. Do I have Scott's asking, do I have a white dial Orient Mako? No, I've had them. I've had them on here, but I don't have any Zelos right now. They have eluded my capture. Do I even have any micro right now? I think I own a few micro, but I'm a little light on the micro right now. I put all my efforts into the Breitling and the Aquaterra and the Seamaster, and that gobbled up all my funds, man. See, yeah, Dane, for some reason, the orange dial divers are going to sell, but Elshin does not like the orange dials. It's just, and I kind of dig that about him because he makes and designs like what he actually likes, which same thing with like the Notice guys. They make and design the things they like, and it kind of shows through in their product instead of just doing watches to keep the lights on. You know, that should come after making watches with passion, as long as you make mostly divers, because divers sell. But yeah, he probably could sell 100. I'll have to talk to him on the numbers and stuff. But Scott, the white dial mundane, a little too plain for me. I mean, look at some of the watches I wear. I like a little bit of bling. I like a little bit of pizzazz and stuff. I've tried. It's the Damasco is probably one of the most pedestrian ones that I have that I still kind of connect with for some reason. I think it's just because there's other things going on. Plus, it has the pop of orange. So Terry likes the orange and green. All about the university. Divers keep the lights on, that's for sure. Nathan likes orange dials, orange hands, orange anything. Yeah, and there's so many different ways you can play that orange. You know, you can go full orange, you can go just a pop of orange. It just, yeah, I'm with you, man. It works. I don't need a full orange dial. Sometimes I like a full orange dial. I love full orange dials, right? Well, let me break that. I got to read that. Jack says mentally, Rob is the only guy to buy 456 watches this year. All squares equals no watch purchases. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, David, I still love this one too. Again, I need to like focus my collection and wear what I really like. And this one, absolute home run. My buddy Jack actually is commenting stuff like that. He gave me the SKX 011. And I was like, because that was my first, the SKX 011 was my first Seiko automatic diver that I bought. Even before the Monster, I bought the SKX 011 first. So it has like that history with me, has that nostalgia with me from the beginning. So, and I was going to leave it bone stock. And then Namoki's comes out with a titanium case that looks awesome, right? I'm like, that just kind of makes sense. So I swapped everything over, and I'm super happy I did. And then this green strap further sets it off. I love it. Yes, Lacey Dicey finally is checking out the 009. Yeah, it's a hate it or love it. I mean, you could go one way or the other with it, and then you can go down a rabbit hole with them. How about a closer look at the Notice? Would appreciate it. Sure, can do. It's only going to be in 720. I do have an unboxing video that'll drop maybe this week or something like that. But they on the box this said white dial, but this is a silver dial. This is 100% a silver dial, sandwich dial. It's going to have great loom. It's even going to have the loom around the 6 o'clock date. You know, they stretched out the hands, I think, a little bit. They seem like they reach way out. The second hand almost looks like it hits the Riot. So it's got a little more presence. The bezel action is phenomenal. Like, that's clean. That is well done. It lines up. Oversized crown. Just a great bracelet, a great clasp, everything like that. So a little bit of marks on the side there. I don't know if that'll come off. Yeah, that'll come off. I just opened this today, so just a great looking watch. I might size it up more. They said I could check this one out for a while too. They didn't give it to me or anything like that, but they said I could wear it and check it out for a while. So I'm going to. I'm going to wear it and check it out a little bit. That's what I need to do. I don't need to buy watches, guys. Of all the people that doesn't need to buy watches, I'm one of them, right? Look how many watches I have access to all the time, plus the watches that I already have. It's pretty ridiculous. Nathan said, did you wear the diving armor Naval much? 25 more days till release. I love the looks of it. Are you going to drop a full video soon? Yeah, that video will come out pretty soon. I'm trying to think what. Not tomorrow. I got a different video dropping tomorrow because I agreed to drop another microbrand tomorrow. So maybe the diving armor will be after that. But I'm actually excited to even get that diving armor. I need to talk to those guys and see if they can hook me up with one. But when that watch gets to production and actually gets made, I would like to have one. It's super comfortable on wrist and it's funky. It's very cool. I think it's Narval. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Kevin's checking in from Lakeland, Florida. Terry's really digging the Christopher Ward GMT white with a pop of orange. I agree. I would like to see that. It's a little too small for me, I think. I think it's 39 millimeter, but hopefully somebody will pick one up and I'll be able to see it. I have the new loop. If you guys don't sign up for these, I'm telling you, you're missing out. The Christopher Ward catalogs, you got to check them out. They're crazy cool. And it'll have, I'm trying to find the white one. Yeah, right there. So that's the one Terry's talking about. She likes that one. It's perfect, right? I just wish it was like 41, maybe, would be perfect. 39 is a little too small for me, personally. But I want to see it. Let's see. Jordan's wearing his right now. Let's see. Yang is asking, does the Hamdallar bullets have full loomed dial? No, this one doesn't. They might make one that does, but this one, the bullet dial is really, it's kind of a homage to the earlier SKXs, but they were called bullet dials. It's a stark white dial. I mean, they could have done, would have been really cool. I get it. You know what would have been really cool is if they would have done BGW9 full loomed white dial and then do like C3X1 on that would have been cool. No doubt about it. That would have been cool. But hey, maybe that's a good idea for Mark at Long Island Watch. He could do it. Let's see. Sin dropped a new catalog today. Not safe for work. Let's see. Gorgeous watch, but it needs 43 millimeter. Yeah, I agree. I mean, and maybe they're going to sell a crap ton of them. So maybe next year, maybe Ward will make a larger one. Maybe because they do multiple sizes in their divers. So maybe they'll do multiple sizes in their sport watches too. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully. Yeah, the Loop catalog is free. Just sign up for it. Yep, they keep sending them to me. I catalog them. I got them all stacked up like on a little bookshelf behind me. It's pretty cool. And some other stuff. Kind of fun. Designs checking in from Aruba. What's that pink watch with the AP style bracelet on the right? Jacob, that is the new Roebuck Scuba. I don't even think these are released yet. This is probably a prototype. Full video on it soon. I'm going to have to get some macro though, because they got like balances on the back of the hour and minute hand. Usually don't see that. They must mean something. So, yeah, cool watch. Nice finishing on it. Smoothed out. It's all brushed with a little touch of like polished on some of the reliefs. That's pretty cool. Oh, Mark says he thinks this will be on Kickstarter in July potentially. I am getting a ton of Kickstarter micros emailing me, and I'm like taking them in, guys, because I want to see them. Nathan is asking, do I mod Seikos much anymore? Literally not at all. I kept all the tools and everything, and I actually even have some parts just in case I decide to get into it, but I kind of lost interest after a while. Casey, to become part of the Discord, I'm waiting now. So it'll be, I'll make an announcement probably in December. So it's like, because it's a one-time fee, you pay for the whole year, and there's 2 tiers. So unfortunately, it's kind of like, it's set right now. I don't want to mess it up because I already have way too much stuff to do. Matthew says he's checking in from Nova Scotia. Said he almost missed the live chat. Kickstarter is awesome. Way to get great deals. If you're careful, you have to be careful because there's a lot of junk out there too. So consider all your sources. Yeah. So guys, I'll do another video. Like November or something ish probably, and we'll set up to grow the founder and co-founder, because there's going to be some people that probably don't rejoin, so there might be some openings there too. CFZ, no, I don't own the Black Bay anymore. Tennessee Mike has it. Yeah, so the Kickstarter watches, you definitely have to be careful. Do your homework. Watch as many videos as you can. Look on what do you call it? Facebook groups. There's even a Facebook group for micro brands, so you can get a lot of information there. But yeah, just be careful because there's some out there that are not so great, but you should be able to figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, Jason, you can see that. Yeah, this just arrived, so crazy dial. I got a lot of work to do. I got to do this video. I'm mostly interested in that. I'm a huge fan of like the mini rotors. That is so cool. That's like me geeking out right there. That is cool. I'd like to see more of that, but I usually can't afford the watches that have that. Let's see. Robert said he's checking in from Ohio. Love the channel. Really like the Manta Ocean King and Noble. Do you think they're worth the money? So Robert, quick answer on that. I can answer that pretty quick, I think. So if you like the Mantas, you really like them, and you're not a flipper, and you want to buy one, and you know you're going to keep it, buy it brand new. Just buy the Ocean King or buy the Noble, whatever one you want. Pick it up brand new. You're going to end up having a relationship with what do you call it? Justin over there or something. You can even talk back and forth with him a little bit and kind of set that up. You can say, "You talk to me," or whatever, or watch my videos and stuff. They don't do any discounts though, so you're going to pay full retail on it. You can find some used ones and you can find deals on them, but I like to buy brand new. Now, if you're unsure and you just maybe want to try it and then you might flip it, then definitely pick up a used one, even if it's a little banged up or something like that. Just pick up a used one because they're going to take a big hit. So if you're a flipper at all and you're thinking you're going to buy a Manta and you're going to sell it later, get ready to get your get handed to you because you're going to take a big hit on it. They drop pretty bad, unfortunately. But is the watch worth the price? Yeah, it is. They just take a hit. Hey, we got another Aruba checking in. Optimus. Optums? Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Back in the day, they owned a bunch of hotels, one in Chocolate Lake. I'm not sure what you guys have a side conversation going on. Let's see. Gary says Steinhardt Vintage GMT finally came out in '39. I have not been following Steinhardt at all. I do have a Steinhardt on the way, though. I do have a Steinhardt on the way, so I'll be doing another Steinhardt video again soon, probably. Let's see. I was looking for a square G-Man. Can they not be bought without the watch? You can. They might have depleted inventory. So like I picked up another one. I think this is my newer one over here. So they were kind of starting to run out, and then I picked one up, and Jerry picked one up. I'm not sure if anyone else picked them. But they're like $300. You can buy I think it's a G set 30 or G30 set or something like that. If you look it up, or it has the two squares, the anniversary edition and the G-Man. But those are like $1,000 almost or something for the set. But then even if you buy that and sell the watches, like you're still going to be, they're expensive. Even these translucent ones, these are not authentic. These are not real. I don't know who made them or where they came from or whatever, but I think you can still find these. But again, it's probably going to be close to $300. So if I wasn't doing this channel, guys, I would not be buying all these toys. I probably still would though. All right, where are we at? We're getting close to an hour. What do we got here, guys? Too much. Jack says too much. 100% too much. I can bring one to the meet, though, if you guys want to check them out. Mark, I kind of looked on AliExpress. I didn't see one, but maybe I don't know how to use it very good. Nefarian says, oh, I wonder if Jerry could make a loomed G-Man. I wonder if Jerry could 3D print a G-Man. We'll see. They're still going to be expensive no matter what. Because if you're going to replicate these in all the joints and everything, I mean, you could just do screws. These are like riveted, and maybe you could just rivet it, but I think you could probably do screws or something. But these are not, there's a lot of parts. They're a little more complicated than you would think. Plus you should be able to take the head off and you can put a G-Shock module inside. I haven't tried it yet, but should be able to. But yeah, there's moving parts here, and I think Jerry's a pretty high level professional 3D printer. So if it can happen, I'm hoping he's the guy that can make it happen. Fixed appendage one. No. Oh man, you guys are killing me. Look at, we just sold, I don't know, we just sold at least a dozen G-Man right there. Oh man, we're over an hour, guys. My back's starting to kill me too, so. Any last minute questions before I kill the feed for the second time? The first time it wasn't my fault, it was the phone's fault. Let's see, Celine driver is called and 100 orange Zelos. Okay. You guys have a lot of different side conversations going on. Don't remember what's going on here. Let's see. Have a good night, all. Terry's checking out. Thanks you. Oh, let me just kill the lights because I know you guys want to see the loom, and that thing's going to show off. 100% of that thing's going to show off. So let's do that. Oh, I forgot I got the Damasco out here too. A lot of great loom on the table, guys. A lot of great loom. Look at C1 versus, I don't know, whatever Mark ended up using. I don't know if he used C1 or C3, but those are the champs right there. That's, see right there, that's why I can't get rid of the Damasco. It's too freaking cool, man. Too cool. All right, guys, thanks for